And now we take a brief check at the matchups. Our starting five for both teams. Tip-off goes to Denver. Out to Harris. Jokic. Up and in on the layup. Here's Beverly. Pass to George. Now here's Leonard. Back to George. Here's Beverly. 6 on the shot clock. Millsap with the double team. For 3. The shot no good. Porter with it. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Millsap misses.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Now, here is George. Right side George. And he gets it to go.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Porter. Jokic. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That's his first foul. On defense, Denver. Outside, George. And it's good off the glass. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Pass to Porter. Murray. It's good from long range.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically, no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
Outside, George. Guarded by Harris. Here's Beverly. Fires the 3. That's good.
And the offense, I mean, 3 of 4, a solid start for this game.
And Denver has possession. Trailing by 2. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Harris offline with his 3.
A bit ago, Mike Malone and I were able to chat.
Left side, George. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. 6 points for him.
They're off and running. Good start here. They've knocked down 4 of their first 5.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And he gets it to go. Here's Beverly. Back to Leonard. Here's Beverly. Here's Beverly. Back to Leonard. 5 on the clock. Here's Beverly. 3 off the mark. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Jokic. And such a nice move to make the basket work. Here's Beverly. Outside Leonard. Here's Beverly. Here's Beverly. Now here's Leonard. Here's Beverly. Clock at 6. Carroll lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, the Nuggets trail. Pass to Harris. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Well, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
Here's Beverly. And here's 6 to shoot. The finger roll finish at the bucket. He's got 8.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
Denver calls timeout. A big group substitution here for the Clippers. Here's Morris. They set the screen. Curry. Here's Morris. Back to Grant. Inside. Here's Plumlee. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Plumlee. And the Nuggets making a change here. Plumlee hits them both. And here's George. 8 points for him. Outside Williams. Back to George. An easy layup after coming off the pick. He's got 10.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
There's the pick. Here's Morris. And the layup falls.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
The Clippers in the lead. Outside Jackson. The floater. Morris. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The free throw drops for Jackson. And the Nuggets making a change here. Both free throws good from Jackson. And here are the Nuggets now. Here's Morris. Pass to Plumlee. From downtown. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good. Both teams have it going here early and still. And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And guys, what's your take on the Clippers so far? And here's George. Goes up on the high post. Shot is off. Here's Morris. Craig. Here's Morris. Craig. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Pass to Jackson. No good. Now Grant. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Wide open, couldn't capitalize.
I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make, but when you got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
Outside, George. From past the arc. Green with the ball. Green, no luck.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Pass to Beasley. Here's Morris. Here's Morris. He has 5. Now here's Plumlee. Just 5 to shoot. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Beverly. Shamet leads for it. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Leonard. That's his first personal foul. Stripped it away.
Only one one turnover so far in the game for him, Kevin. Another reason they're in the lead with halftime approaching, taking care of the ball.
Shoots, and there's the rejection. But he stays with it. Jokic, the rim-rattling two-handed jam. The Clippers trail. Quarter two, and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Morris, looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Shamet, good on the triple. Now Harris. Now Porter puts up a three. The shot is off.
Well, I think that was clearly a force. He was a little anxious. Too much in a hurry right there.
Here's Beverly. Outside Leonard. Here's Beverly. 6 to shoot. Shamet. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Denver calls timeout. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Pass to Harris. And here's Porter. Murray. Porter with it. Tries again. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. It's his first trip to the line. First one falls for him. And so he makes both from the line. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Los Angeles calls timeout. Here's Beverly. Oh, that's blocked. Now here is Harris. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Jokic. It's blocked. They retain possession. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. And the first one at the line is good.
You got it out.
Both free throws good for Millsap.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
Morris to the paint. And he jams it with authority. Pass to Harris. Clock at 6. Jokic, and he lays it straight in. He's got 10.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Right side Leonard. And he banks in the layup. Jokic, and he gets the bucket.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Outside Leonard. Here's the screen. Shamet. And it's Denver with the rebound.
Well, if this game comes down to the rebounding battle, they'll be the ones coming out on top.
Here's Porter. Cans it from downtown. He's got 5. Here's Beverly. Here's Morris. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
It'll count. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very... Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. And here's George. Here's Beverly. Here's Beverly. Pass to Leonard. Right side, Leonard. Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, George. And it's blocked. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Oh, no, you hate to see that. Those are just the kind of errors that can cost you in a game like this.
Now here is Harris. Now Porter. Jokic connects on the 17-footer. 14 points for him. So it's the Clippers now. It's a 5-point game. Now George. 10 points for him. Makes the lead pass. Harrell. Right through the knee for the layup.
That's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Murray. And Millsap backing in. And he gets it to go. George with the ball. 9 feet out. Beverly. And it's rejected. Now here's Millsap. And here is Harris. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Nifty move. And it's good on the way in.
Up and in on every one of their first 3 shots to start the second half.
Los Angeles calls timeout. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Here's George. Here's Beverly. Back to George. Shot clock at 5. Jacks up a 3. Porter pulls it in.
Still a bit chilly from the field at the start of this third quarter. 1 of 4 so far.
Jokic, smooth as silk on the finger roll.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it.
Here's Morris. Pass to Leonard. Here's Morris. Here's Morris. Now, here is George. The shot, left side George, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Well, he certainly isn't the one to blame for them being in the hole. He's been on the money with his game.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And the Clippers making a change here. They set the pick. Murray launches it. Grant, that's good.
A very good half for them from the field. They've got their shooting percentage up over 50%.
Here's Jackson. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
George, Zubac, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He didn't get to that one quite in time, Kevin. Those can be tough to gauge sometimes.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Porter. Goes up on the wing. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Outside Williams. Zubac. No luck. They've led by as much as 10. Murray. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. He has 5. Now Jackson. The steal. Murray. There's the 3. Can't get it to go.
If he can improve on what's been a shaky day for him thus far, they could stretch this lead out.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And the Clippers making a change here. Nuggets on D. They have a 9-point lead. Outside, Green. Green left side. Outside for Jackson. Offensive rebound. Zubac. Craig. Soft touch off the glass.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's George. And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. And the Clippers making a change here. Outside, Green. 5 to shoot. Outside, Leonard. And too long on the shot.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
Porter with it. Fast break. Here we go. And late in to finish the break. Denver in the lead. Here's Morris. He has 5. There's a good screen. Off the pick. Can't get it to go. The third quarter comes to a close. And the final period of play just about to start. Murray. Pass to Plumlee. Banked in off the glass.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Here's George. Fires for 3. No luck.
Get going. Go straight. Got you. I got you.
Pass to Grant. Just 5 to shoot. Drills it from outside.
Another pass put right into the shooter's pocket, right in the shooting pocket for a terrific assist. They've done a lot of that today.
Williams with the ball. Here's Leonard. Right side Leonard. To the middle. Number 25. And And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. That free throw missing. And the Clippers making a switch here. And he sinks the second. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Murray. Craig. Denver the rebound. Pass to Porter. Second shot opportunity. Drained for 2 points. And here comes George. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Takes it off the glass.
I tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
So it's Denver now. They've played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points. Pass to Porter. Murray. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. George. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. And here are the Nuggets now. Murray. Blocked. But they get it back. It's intercepted. And here they come. Here's George. Hammers it home to polish off the break. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter.
Downstream.
Pass to Porter.
Use that.
Grant with the ball. Shot is blocked. Now here's Jackson. Leads him in there. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the refs saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And the Clippers making a change here. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And here is Harris. And again, Denver no good.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bagels in the second.
Here's Beverly. Outside Leonard. Here's Beverly. Outside for George. Clock at 2. It's hauled in by Harris.
I think in that situation, it was a nice try to create some space for himself with the fadeaway. Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Murray. Ripped away. Here's Morris. Here's Beverly. Defensive foul. Six on the shot clock. Here's Morris. Fades back. Off the left rim and out. Well, Clark, they can burn some clock if they want to.
Yeah, maybe buy a little oxygen while they're doing it.
They set the pick. Pass to Harris. They need this one. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
That's good from Harris. Now George. Here's Beverly. Off target from three-point range.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
Pass to Porter. Takes a three. And that'll be Denver as it goes out of bounds. Nuggets retain possession for the Clippers. Poked away. Shot clock at 3. And here's Jackson. Shoots from the baseline. And that one's good. Now Plumlee. Shamet laces one from 3.